So AJ and the Queen, man, this is such a cute show. I think this show fits perfectly on Netflix. Just right off the bat, I want to say this is the kind of show that you just will have fun watching, like on your day off. I finished the show in like 2 days just because I thought it was so endearing, so sweet. It's a bit corny, but it's also just, I love that a drag queen is at the forefront of this show and we get to see a little bit more of that life and just what goes into being a drag queen. I've already been a fan of RuPaul for a long time. If you have not seen an episode of RuPaul's Drag Race, and I have to just say this because I feel like a lot of people get the wrong idea. So I'm just going to say this very honestly. You don't have to be gay or somebody who appreciates, like if you're a straight man is basically who I'm addressing this to. You can watch the show or watch RuPaul's Drag Race and still appreciate it because it's not just for the gay community or for the women who love the gay men. RuPaul's Drag Race it really is an insight of just how much work and talent is put into it. Being a drag queen is very, very, it's hard work. There's a lot that goes into it, and I love that that show is there for you to witness. Just, whether it's the talent that has to come with it, whether you're acting, singing, or just performing, the makeup, the work that goes into crafting the look of being in drag, it is amazing to see. I say all this to say that we get to see a little bit of that in Ru's life brought to the screen with AJ and the Queen. And I really love that Ru just had to get, really into a fun character, which I think a lot of this was personalized from his life and just how he felt as a kid, which you could totally feel and see there. And I love that this really just gives us some fun drag. It gives us a lot of fun numbers. It gives us a lot of fun just performances. We get to see Ru and his iconic beauty. He's just a beautiful person. I love RuPaul. He's an icon to many, myself, not just as somebody who is in the gay community, but just in general. I think he's just been such a trailblazer to accept drag as more than just at what some people may have looked at as a joke. This is really just something incredible for all the reasons I listed earlier of it being it is just the amount of work that goes into being a drag queen. I don't know. I commend and applaud, and I love everything that drag queens do. So I'm happy this show exists because it's giving a younger audience a chance to really see the work and the effort that goes into it. But also, we just get a really nice story here. This is a very heavy story, but also it's a very lighthearted story. I gotta be honest, when I first heard that this project was in development and Ru was gonna be attached to it, kind of, chaperoning a small child who had a drug-addicted, prostituted mother, I'm not sure, yeah. A mother who was a prostitute and into drugs. I thought maybe this was going to be a really heavy show, like Lee Daniels' Precious heavy, in terms of it just being very dark and very sad. And while it is dark and sad at times, it's more playful, and there's just a lot of fun to have here where you can laugh, and it's just so wonderful to have that kind of reaction to. I think this is just a really, again, I said earlier, it's cheesy, but it's just really fun, and I really enjoyed all the performances. I enjoyed the cameos that have come through the show. You're going to see a lot of familiar faces that pop up, and it's just amusing. It's not this outstanding, best show of the year, but it is definitely one that came early into 2020, which I think is needed, and it's timely, and it's a really sweet message to show that, we all have a place in this world. RuPaul's biggest message since the beginning is that no one should ever feel left alone, and that's the beauty of being a drag queen, is a lot of drag queens found community by being in the drag world because they didn't, that was their interest just growing up, but they didn't get the support and love from their family. And you can see a lot of that and his message and his thoughts on that within this show with the character of AJ. And that's what touched my heart. And that's what I really hope people take away from the show, is that somebody somewhere, whether it's drag or someone, just whatever it is, we all have a home somewhere. We can't give up hope, basically, is what I took away from the show, is don't ever stop believing. Somebody is out there waiting for you. even if you don't think someone's there for you. Someone is. And I just love the message of that behind the show. This isn't really spoiling anything, but like most shows, it kind of, the season ends with a potential continuation, which if it does get announced, I would love to see where else the show goes, because there's a lot of unanswered things that I hope they, can clear up with the second season. If it doesn't get renewed, then it's going to suck, because we'll not know what happens. There's a lot of loose ends that didn't get, fully confirmed or tightened. But for what we have, I think this is something just to watch and enjoy and have fun and just get your makeup ready, get your hair done. I'm just kidding. You don't have to do all that to sit at home, but it's just fun, because after you watch it and see the amount of work, again, about how long it takes to be in drag and just how beautiful drag queens are, you're just going to wish you had your hair and makeup all done just to watch it, because it's fabulous. It's a fabulous show. So see it. It's worth checking out. Boom. If you like this video, give it a like, give it a comment. Let's talk about it. And if follow along if you haven't. So hope you've seen AJ and the Queen. If you haven't, check it out now, and we'll talk then. Thanks, guys.